Hello, Modern World History students. Mrs. Paskogan here. Today I want to talk to you about the Reign of Terror lesson. This is what you're going to be working on this week in addition to completing a checkpoint within Summit. So I would like you to think for a second, and you can just take a look at this image right here. Imagine if you lived in a society where all it took was for someone to accuse you of being guilty of a crime, and just for being accused, you would be executed. Think about that for a second. So if someone maybe didn't like you and they wanted to get rid of you, all they had to do was say that you did something or that you were being treasonous, for example, or that you were guilty of crimes against the state, and that's all it took, and that was it. Off with your head to the guillotine it is. So I'm assuming you wouldn't like that, right? It sounds very scary. Well, that was during what was called the Reign of Terror, and that's what this lesson's about. So your learning target is, I can explain how the French Revolution changed during the Reign of Terror. So last lesson, you learned about the causes of the French Revolution, and it was founded on the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, so brotherhood. So it all sounds so well and nice and, founded on the ideals of the Enlightenment. However, a bloody shift occurs, known as the Reign of Terror. And this was a period of time that lasted about 10 months, and it was a scary time in France. So you're going to learn more about how the French Revolution shifted to one of terror by reading this Dexter's article here. Then you're going to watch this brief video about this reign of terror that took place during the French Revolution. And then you're going to look at the key terms here with these flashcards. Then you're going to answer this right here. How did the French Revolution change during the Reign of Terror? Then you're going to take a quiz to assess what you've learned. And then for the elaborate, it says, in this lesson you learned about one of the tactics or methods used during the French Revolution, violence. Read all the documents and complete the graphic organizer to complete the checkpoint. What strategies do revolutionaries use to achieve their goals? You will be assessed on the cognitive skill of explanation of evidence. See the rubric in Summit. And then your self-assessment is, what it always is. You have to answer or highlight one of these, and then you're going to just type your reflection right after this. Okay, so I want to show you this checkpoint within Summit. So again, we're working on Revolution's essay. This all leads up to an essay that you're going to be writing, an argumentative claim essay, and a poster you will be creating. So first you're learning all about the French Revolution, right? We did an intro, we did the causes, and then strategies. Now, I will say that this was assigned last week, but since most of you still aren't caught up, I'm allowing you this week to complete this as well, which is why I created this Reign of Terror lesson to sort of help, guide you with this checkpoint in particular. But for those of you that are ready to work ahead, I will open up this checkpoint as well. But let me just review this a little with you. What strategies do revolutionaries use to achieve their goals? Okay, so what are you going to be doing? So it's set up just like previous lessons. There's going to be a document set. French Revolution strategies and methods. So just go through here and make sure you read, the specifics of what you should look for. Read the highlighting and note-taking directions. Read each document. Complete the graphic organizer. So highlight evidence and about strategies and methods. That's what you're focusing on. As you're reading these, think, okay, what was the strategy they used here? What was their method to get what they wanted here to achieve their goals? So focus on that. Complete the graphic organizer. Here's your graphic organizer. And this is going to look really familiar because look at your checkpoint you're submitting. It looks very similar, right? So that's why it's important to do the graphic organizers, because a lot of times all you need to do is copy and paste some of your information over. So the question is, what strategies do revolutionaries use to achieve their goals? So directions: choose at least 3 docs from the French Revolution strategies and methods document set, which we just looked at, and complete this graphic organizer. You will receive feedback on explanation of evidence. So you pick three docs, you put their the title, author, type, year. Based on this document, what strategies and methods were used? And then here, evidence or a quote. So here you just copy and paste a quote that supports that. And then an explanation of how your quote proves your answer is true. All right, so there it is, all laid out for you. So that's what you're working on this week. And so as you can see, we just have a few more checkpoints to go, and then here are your end products. So make sure you are working, staying on track. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, you know where to find me. Have a great week.